Let's practice. We're going to read a paragraph and we're going to answer these questions with our partners. How is this text structured? How do you know? And then you're going to prove it by sketching out a graphic organizer. Let's do the first one together. The eye is made up of many parts. The white part of the eye is called the sclera, and the colored part is called the iris. The iris comes in many colors, including brown, blue, green, and hazel. The iris is covered by the cornea, which is clear and round. How is the text structured? How do you know? Prove it. Draw a graphic organizer to prove it. Practice 2. In our state, dams have been built on many rivers. These dams are used to produce the electricity we need, but they also create problems for fish and other wildlife near the rivers. Therefore, we should not build any more dams. Instead, we should use solar energy, or energy from the sun, to produce electricity. This will help us protect our wildlife and enjoy the natural beauty around us. How is this text structured? How do you know? Discuss this with your partner and then prove it. Sketch out a graphic organizer to prove the text structure. Practice 3. Read along with me. Studies show that many Americans are not getting the correct amount of sleep. Many people do not receive enough sleep because they try to do too many things during the day. Lack of sleep makes people feel tired and cranky during the day, but it can also be dangerous. Not getting enough sleep can lead to dizziness, accidents, overeating, and poor performance in school and work. How is this text structured? How do you know? Prove it. Sketch out a graphic organizer. Practice 4. Old maps are alike and different from maps made today. As the world keeps changing, our maps change too. One 4,000-year-old map is made of clay in different colors. It has symbols that stand for rivers, mountains, and city gates. Another old map from 1866 shows the United States. Hawaii and Alaska are not on it. The map was made before they became states. Long ago, people made maps as they walked. They drew each tiny bend along the path. Now, pictures from space satellites give a clear view of the land and water. Infrared maps from satellites use color to show hills and valleys on Mars. Maps show us where we have been and how far we have come. With your partner, how is this text structured? How do you know? Prove it. Sketch out a graphic organizer. Practice paragraph number 5. Some people want to build a skateboard park in my neighborhood, but other people are against it. People in favor of the skateboard park believe that the park will provide a safe and enjoyable place for young people to exercise. They claim that teenagers also need a place to meet with friends after school. People against the skateboard park believe that skateboarding is dangerous and the town should not encourage young people to skateboard. They want to put a garden in the space instead. How is this text structured? How do you know? Prove it. Sketch out a graphic organizer. Practice paragraph number 6. The first people known to enjoy chocolate were the Aztec Indians in Mexico. Aztec people, especially the kings, enjoyed a drink they called chocolate, the original hot chocolate. After visiting Mexico in 1519, the Spanish explorer Hernando Cortez brought chocolate back to Spain for the Spanish royal families to enjoy. Hundreds of years later, chocolate was made and sold in stores in Europe. Today, the sweet, rich treat is enjoyed around the world. How is this text structured? How do you know? Prove it. Sketch out a graphic organizer. Practice number 7. The Earth's crust is made up mostly of hard, rocky substances, though some of these substances have crumbled into dirt from years of exposure to wind and rain and roots of plants. That crust is many miles thick, though the part under the ocean is thinner than the part on the land. Underneath the crust is a layer called the mantle. The mantle is about 1,800 miles thick, or 1,800 miles thick. Below the mantle is the Earth's core, which is made up of two layers called the inner and outer core. How is this text structured? How do you know? Prove it. Sketch out a graphic organizer.